What's going on? I just want to preface this by saying I am not a cologne expert and I don't know anything about you know, well I kind of do, but not really like undertones, dry off, um, or dry down, like that sort of thing. I just have a decent amount of cologne and I like cologne and I figured it'd be a pretty good idea to talk about cologne because I like cologne a lot. So I'm just here chilling. It's my cat. He likes to sit on my lap and my PC setup. And for the first type of thing I'm going to do with this is Creed, one of my favorite brands of cologne. Obviously, everyone's got a Ventus. You know, everyone's got a Silver Mountain Water, Millésime Impérial, and what I'm going to be going over today is Millésime Impérial. I think I'm looking at the wrong place for the camera. I'm looking at like the record button, and it's over here. But this is one of my favorite colognes, and there's a couple reasons why. Just to start off, the box it comes in is not that fancy, to be honest. It's just cardboard box. I mean, it's got some cool designs on it. You know, they're like imprinted and everything, so it feels nice. But I've had nicer boxes. I've had, Amouage is a really nice brand, Tiziana Terenzi. They all have really good boxes. So the box isn't that nice, but the actual bottle is, because, you can like look at yourself in the reflection. It's nice. It's gold, obviously. It looks nice in your bathroom or wherever you keep it. Nice top, a decent amount of weight, right? Feels good. We'll say one thing. I had a bottle. It's the same type of bottle, but it was a different cologne. It was Silver Mountain Water. Had that, dropped it on the gym floor. Did not go too good. It was leaking. It just evaporated over time, I'm pretty sure. So that didn't work out very well for me, but I think that would happen with any glass bottle that you drop on the gym floor, probably more than once. So just to kind of start on the cologne, you take the top off, give a little whiff, and it smells good. I think the term would be musky. I can actually look it up right here. Millésime Impérial. Let's see, because I don't know what I'm talking about, like I said, but I'm gonna make it sound really good. So let's see here. Fragrantica is a good website if you want to do your research on colognes before you buy them. You can kind of see if people are hating on it or not. Obviously, this one is famous. It's by Creed. People like it. It's expensive, everything. The main accord, I guess the main scent would be marine and citrus. I can smell the salty part too, which is number 3, and fruity for sure. I kind of see the marine now that I actually smell it. I never really looked into it. I just smelled it, and I felt like it was the best smelling one. And obviously this is more of like a summer scent, right? Marine, right? You're going to want to wear this when you're going to the gym. Salty, I guess. I can smell it. The one thing that is really good too is, I don't want to get this on my cat because I know they start tripping and shit, if you spray it on their nose. So spray it towards my MacBook that I'm using for light. And then I always like to do this because it's like the dry down, and you give it a little smell. It definitely smells good. It's definitely fruity. I can tell the salt. I don't know how to describe what salt smells like, but it's like sweat, but doesn't smell bad. You know what I mean? It's definitely deep. Like, there's a lot to it. What it says here is, most people love it and like it. Some people think it's okay. A couple people think they don't like it. No one really hates it. It's not for winter, which it is winter right now in Michigan, so it's not the best time to wear this. I don't wear it that much just because, honestly, it doesn't fit the vibe of winter. For winter, I like to wear more like vanilla and like deep things like Royal Oud by Creed, or that one thing that looks like a hand grenade, whatever brand that is. It's like vanilla. It says this is mainly for day, which I would agree with. Definitely in daytime smell. Like, this isn't like a club smell necessarily. Like, you could probably do it with like some like newer like design, like if you're wearing like a nice hoodie or something, like that's the type of deal. But if you're wearing like nice clothes, like I would not wear this, just because it's more so like good mood, like, oh, I'm chilling type of vibe, right? We got marine, citrus, salty, fruity. Like, that's not like, oh, I'm going to seduce someone. That's just like, oh, I'm trying to smell really good. in my opinion. Obviously, like, you can wear whatever you want. I mean, it's better to wear something that smells good than not wear something at all. My cat just nodded at me because I'm spitting facts right now. It says there's a little bit of woody in it, and I feel like I can smell that now. It says there's also powdery, musky, and iris. Those are the last ones. I don't even know what iris is. I can smell like a little bit of woody. Musky for sure. I feel like musky should be like way up, but powdery, I don't really smell that too much. It definitely smells good. It's a nice bottle, and I mean, Creed's one of my favorite brands. Royal Oud is probably, I like it more than this, but the only issue is with Creed is it is so expensive. I got this in July. I mean, it's still full basically, right? I mean, like probably 2/3, but I got it in July and it was $4.70. I got this little tiny bottle. It was like 1.7 ounces, so like the half one of a Royal Oud, and I think that was $3.90 or something. It's crazy. It's worth it in my opinion to smell good and just feel your best. Like, I like wearing nice things. I like smelling good, right? And if that's what you care about, then it's definitely worth it. If you don't care about that, I mean, obviously you're not going to be looking at $500 cologne to begin with, but what I will say is it definitely smells really good. Hey, don't scratch me. Hey. Oh, he ran away. Cat's name is Leo. He's a good guy. But it lasts a decent amount of time. I would not say that it lasts long, and I will say that most Creed colognes do not last a long time. Royal Oud is the exception. It seems like any like oud-based scent does last a really long time. Don't know why that is. Not the cologne guy. Just know some of the things about them. You know, like citrus, for example, powdery being a thing, oud, peppercorn or whatever it's called, pink pepper, that sort of thing, like just a couple things. And what I can say is that their description here, what would it say for it's sillage? So how well it goes out. Like you're gonna walk past a group of people and they're gonna smell you and be like, oh shit, it smells good, right? It's not that good for that. It's more so like, you know, you smell good when you hug someone or, you know, dap someone up or something. But the thing is you don't always want to be overpowering, right? So it does serve its purpose in my opinion, but it's sillage and how long it lasts. Let's see what the term for long lasting is. Longevity. That makes a lot of sense. So obviously that, you know, won't be the best with this. Not obviously, but I mean, it lasts a decent amount of time. You can smell it like a foot away or something maybe, or if you hug someone, you know, spray it right here twice. I just rub it together and I spray on my neck, on my back of my neck. And I mean, I get compliments on how I smell by the people I'm close to. I never have anyone just coming up to me like, oh my god, is that Millésime Impérial? You smell so good. You're not going to get that. Like, I wouldn't say that this is the cloud chasing fragrance to me. That's more something like a frag, I think is the term for it, right? I got amouage. Amouage is very, like, it's sillage as well, I guess, and it lasts a long time. Royal Oud, same thing. This more so is just like you cannot offend anyone with it. The one good thing about it, I would say, is if you are a female, it's fine for a female. It is a cologne. Actually, I don't know. Is it UD perfume or whatever? I actually don't know which one that is because I don't know everything. I just buy what I think smells good and what I like the name of. To be honest, Creed's just a dope name. That's why I started liking Creed, and then I smelled their stuff and I was like, oh, this is fire, right? Like, this is probably one of the best smelling colognes. Like, when you go up and smell it, it's like there's nothing to be pissed about, right? And that's why it's still worth it, even though you're not going to walk past a group of people and be like, damn, he smells good, right? It's worth it in that fact. But it's probably my favorite smelling one. Aventus is up there too. Silver Mountain Water took forever to grow on me. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if it's my skin, but it kind of always smelled like milk to me. And like, milk's good. I do drink milk. Not right now. I kind of want to sip my drink, but like, I don't really want to smell like it. But this one, Millésime Impérial, Like, you can't go wrong with the smell. If you were to just be like, oh, I need a good cologne all around, I got $500 to spend for whatever reason, you could hop up and buy this and you wouldn't be pissed off or anything, right? It's a good cologne for sure. But it doesn't go that far. It doesn't last forever. You definitely have to respray like halfway through the day if it was a summer day. But it is really good for summer, for sure. I worked in door-to-door sales for 3 years now, and I wear this on the doors on like Saturdays, right? And I've never had a bad thing. I mean, I sell lots of people, and that's not necessarily because of my cologne, but it hasn't changed my sales, what I wear. I just like smelling good, obviously, when you're talking to random people. So it works good in the summer heat in Philadelphia and Michigan, and smells very good all around. Really good cologne. It's safe for men and women. I mean, if I was a girl, I'd probably smell it first, because it definitely is like a little bit more manly, but it's not like super manly. Like, I feel like anyone could wear this. I mean, I'd be kind of confused if it was like a grandma came up to me smelling like that, but if it was like a 22-year-old girl or something, I wouldn't necessarily be like, why the hell is she wearing cologne, right? I wouldn't necessarily think that. Same thing with a guy. I wouldn't be like, oh, that smells like a girl. It's pretty in the middle there. A lot of colognes, right? I have colognes that a girl could not wear. A girl cannot wear Royal Oud. It doesn't work like that. And you can tell me whatever you want. A girl cannot wear Royal Oud. And you can spray it on for sure, but it defeats the purpose. Yeah, same thing with Irish tweed or whatever it's called. You can't wear that. I don't even wear that. It's so manly. That's so like man in the office for 40 years. So professional. It's a type of person. But this is very safe. It's a very good scent. It smells very good. It's silaging right now very well. But I will say that it doesn't last very long, and I can tell you that through experience. So, I mean, $470, like, if you're not trying to spend that much on cologne, it's not worth it. Like, if you're not in the position to buy it, don't buy it. It's not worth it. You can probably find a dupe for $50 that's 85% as good and lasts just as long, or even longer, is what I've read a lot of these dupes. But I will say that if you do, and you want something to add to your collection, it's just all well-rounded for a nice warm day, and you're going to be outside, definitely grab this. Smells good, nice bottle, lasts a long time. One thing that is definitely underrated is the sprayer. On here, I'm not going to spray it again because I can already smell myself with my hand right below my face. But the sprayer is very nice. Like, you get a lot out. It spreads it very well. You know, some cologne bottles, you pick them up, you spray them, and it's like a bunch of little droplets, or it doesn't come out very strong. Nah, with this, it's like coming out. It's like when you press on the gas in a Corolla versus a Hellcat, right? The Hellcat goes vroom. The Corolla goes vroom, right? It's a big difference, and it's something you wouldn't necessarily think about when you're looking at cologne, but in my opinion, it definitely does make a big difference. When I buy a cheaper bottle of cologne, a lot of times they will have those kind of dookie sprayers, right? And it works. I mean, it makes you smell good, but the packaging and the bottle is just not there, and it definitely affects how it sprays, how it spreads through your skin, everything like that. But overall, I would recommend this cologne. I mean, if I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it like a 9, just based on the fact that it smells so good. And I don't want to be corny by saying the first video I ever took of me rating cologne was a 9, but it is very, very, very good smelling. It's probably the best smelling cologne I've smelt, up there at least. I like this Amouage one I have probably as much, if not more, but I mean, this one is just so well-rounded. You can't go wrong with it. You can wear it in the winter, but it's a summer scent, and I honestly think that it's a good buy if you can swing it. If you want to swing it for cologne, I mean, it's dumb, hypothetically, but you're going to have it for a decent amount of time if you're not wearing it every day. Let me know if there's anything in specific that you guys would like to see me record. I'm looking at the time here. I've been yapping for 14 minutes, 44 seconds. That's a long time to be talking about cologne, in my opinion. So if I should yap less, let me know. But I feel like I pretty much covered it pretty well for as much as you can with a cologne. Obviously, Creed's a really old brand, good brand. Can't go wrong with it. Peace.